Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Monaghan. I work for Cisco Systems. I start off by apologising. This is going to be in English, or in my case, Scottish. I hope you can follow me okay. If you don't know Cisco, we are one of the world's leading suppliers of network services and network equipment. This session is going to be about digitizing the guest experience. So I'm going to talk about how technology can be used to enhance the overall experiences of guests and customers. If you want to talk about anything that I'm speaking about today, please catch me after the session. Okay, so no surprise to anyone, I'm sure it's been a common theme today that the customer experience is absolutely key. The latest estimates are that guest experience, customer satisfaction is worth $1.5 billion to the hospitality industry, an absolutely huge amount of money. And the reasons for that, well, I guess you all know. Happy customers come back, they are loyal, they spend money, and that's great if you're running a hotel or a hospitality venue. But the interesting trend that we are seeing, certainly in the last 3 or 4 years, is the increasing power and influence that guests and consumers have in the hospitality industry. We now all have access to social media, in particular forums like Facebook, Twitter, TripAdvisor. So guests all have the opportunity to comment on their experience in the hotels. And these comments can be extremely influential. It can affect the opinion of other people who might wish to go to the hotel. It could be good or it could be bad. But the overall point is that the general manager of the hotel has to be aware of what's going on. They have to know how the guests are perceiving their experience in the hotel. Now, from a technology perspective, these are some of the key trends that we are certainly seeing in the hospitality industry. I work in the area of Wi-Fi, so no surprise, Wi-Fi is number one, right? It's becoming like the air that we breathe. It's becoming so important. It's now more important. Most surveys that have been carried out by ourselves and by hospitality companies will tell you that Wi-Fi is the number one feature that travelers and customers ask for in a hotel. It's more important than a comfortable bed. It's more important than a swimming pool. It's more important than a gymnasium. Free, reliable, consistent Wi-Fi is absolutely essential. I was with a major hotel chain just the other day, and they have gone to the extent of actually creating a whole standard around the Wi-Fi experience across the world for their hotels. And general managers that do not meet that standard will be removed from the brand. That's how important they place Wi-Fi. A lot of hotels also build Wi-Fi into their guest guarantee. So if the guests are not happy with their stay, they will complain to the hotel, and Wi-Fi can be at the top of the list. The same hotel chain that I spoke to the other day also said to me that any Wi-Fi problems get immediately escalated to the board ahead of any property management issues, which is incredible. That shows you how far we have come in terms of the expectations around Wi-Fi. Some of the other trends that we are seeing, because of the increased growth of Wi-Fi, we are seeing it being used for many different things. So there's a big swing between normal use of Wi-Fi and widespread use of Wi-Fi. People using it, for example, for video. And that's a fairly new phenomenon, but it has implications. It has implications on the Wi-Fi infrastructure. Has it been designed to meet the expectations of guests coming in? Many of them are coming in with 2 or 3 devices, laptops, tablets, smartphones. You multiply that by an average family, you've got a lot of devices per family. They're all accessing games, they're accessing social media, they're accessing video. So the question that we are asking to hotel managers is your Wi-Fi capable of satisfying the demand? Wi-Fi such as this also has a knock-on effect in terms of the wired infrastructure that sits behind it. In Cisco technology, that means the switches. So it's not just the access points that are positioned in the ceilings or on the walls, it's what sits behind it and powers the Wi-Fi that's also important. The other trends that we are seeing are all related to what we call convergence. So Wi-Fi is very, very suitable for indoor use. It's usually reliable. It provides us with the right bandwidth we need if it's been designed correctly. And it's capable of supporting a high number of devices, what we call high density, such as this situation here today. Cellular, on the other hand, is what we're used to when we make a voice call with our smartphones. And cellular has been designed to work well outdoors, and it's also very, very easy to use. When we travel, when we go from one country to another, when we step off an aeroplane, we immediately get connected onto the cellular network, and we don't think anything about it. But that's not the situation with Wi-Fi at the moment. And we are working very, very hard in the industry to make Wi-Fi a very similar experience to cellular. Why, when I walk from the street into the hotel, why can I not get connected onto the Wi-Fi automatically? And we can now make that happen. There's a whole bunch of technologies that now enable that type of experience. And the last trend that we are seeing is the uptake in what's called IPv6. Now, I don't want to get too technical, but IPv6 is absolutely fundamental to the future of the internet because we're running out of address space. More and more companies are using IPv6 as the backbone for the networks, as the backbone for accessing web services. All of your smartphones that you have with you today will all be enabled for IPv6. You probably don't know and you probably don't care, but it's becoming a big, big deal if you're looking after the network infrastructure inside a hotel. You will have to make sure that that infrastructure is capable of handling IPv6. And the tipping point came at the end of last year when Apple announced that for any application to be accepted onto the App Store, as from version iOS 9, it will have to support IPv6. Otherwise, the applications will not get entered into the App Store. When Apple start adopting a technology, everyone stands up and pays attention. So how can we use this technology? Well, one of the best ways is to enhance the experience inside the hotel room. Our colleagues have actually created an experience next door. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, please do. Absolutely fantastic example of how to use technology to enhance the guest experience. Some of you might have heard of the term the Internet of Things, IoT for short, or the Internet of Everything. There's a lot of hype around the IoT, but it's very, very much a real phenomena. What it means for Cisco, what it means for the hotel industry is connecting the unconnected, putting more and more technology over IP networks and providing a better experience for the guest. So the examples we've got here, the features that we've got in blue here are a range of services that a hotel could provide as part of the standard charge for a hotel room. So things like Wi-Fi, things like touch panels, things like environmental control for heating, that could be all enabled through Wi-Fi and through the Internet of Things. But there's also a range of value-added services that a hotel could provide, again, using IoT, using IP, and using Wi-Fi. So some of them might be the ability to interact with your friends, your family, your colleague using the hotel's entertainment system, so community interaction and social interaction. Another example might be advanced environmental control, so controlling the lighting to suit the mood, controlling the blinds in the room, controlling the entertainment system. Another example might be security, so I'm sure we've all been in hotels, somebody knocks on the door and we have to look through the hole in the door to see who's on the other side. Why can't we use IP technology to see who's on the other side? And these services are starting to become a reality. Some hotels provide tablets. So when you go into the room as part of a premium service, there's already a tablet, an iPad, or an Android tablet already there that you can use. But we can also, using the network, we can also enable hotel guests to use their own device as well. So you bring your own iPad, you join the Wi-Fi network, and we put an application on the iPad that lets you control all these services in your room. That is all now possible. And the last part of the infrastructure here is all about analytics. We can gather a whole range of data from the network and provide that data not just to the IT guys, but also to the hotel marketing and the hotel managers. So we can tell, using Wi-Fi, we can tell how many people are coming into the hotel, where they are moving when they are in the hotel. We can blend that data with data from CCTV and video. We can add in data from point of sale, from merchandising, from the property management systems, from the catering, from the bar, from the restaurant. Blend all that data together to give the hotel manager a much clearer picture about what the guests are actually doing when they're in the hotel. What are the opportunities for saving money? In other words, improving operational expenditure. But what are the opportunities for making money? Are guests not using the bar, not using the restaurant, not using the spa? How can we increase revenue using technology? The example that I'm showing on the screen here is from an analytics service that we run in Cisco. It's called CMX. Again, it's shown in the demonstration next door if you want to have a look at it. But it's a perfect use of Wi-Fi for locating people within the building. And we can show you where they move, where they dwell, how many people, when they come back. A lot of interesting data. So this isn't just PowerPoint. It isn't just theory. We actually put this into practice. We run the networks for many, many hotels worldwide and here in Spain. This example here is from a big multinational hotel group. They did not have a standard network infrastructure, so every hotel manager was running his own network. Very, very inefficient, very costly from a CapEx and OpEx perspective. Plus the guest experience was inconsistent. You would go to one hotel, try and join the Wi-Fi, you would get a different page presented. You go to another hotel, another page presented, no consistency at all. So this hotel group came to Cisco and said, we want to standardize on your network, but we also want you to help us with the guest experience. Make it better and provide us with data that we can use to make analytical decisions. How can we improve OpEx? How can we make more money? The way that we've done that is by using a combination of technologies. We have a platform called EMSP. It stands for Enterprise Mobility Services Platform, but basically it's a way of providing guest Wi-Fi, the splash pages that you've all seen. We can customize them according to the hotel look and feel. We can design those splash pages to ask for whatever information the hotel wants. So it might be a loyalty card number, it might be room number, but it might be social media. So more and more people are quite comfortable signing into Wi-Fi using social media. So you sign into Wi-Fi using your Facebook credentials. And if you do that, that becomes interesting. because the hotel can then access your public profile on Facebook. We can gather demographic data and we can pull it into the analytical data set that we're already capturing from the network. Behind the scenes, we are also integrating with the property management system as well. So we can determine who's about to check in, what their background is, whether they're a loyal customer or a new customer, what their habits are, where they're moving, are they spending any money in the hotel, and the hotel management can then use that data to push information towards the guest. The Wi-Fi is provided by our Meraki platform. Meraki is our what we call cloud-managed Wi-Fi. So very, very simple plug-and-play Wi-Fi for hotels that do not have a lot of IT expertise. And the experience is very simple for the guests coming in. They connect onto the hotel network. They get asked for very, very simple data. Once they're connected for the duration of their stay. They walk into another hotel in the same chain. They will automatically be connected onto the network. And behind the scenes, we are gathering all this analytical data. A really good example of that would be if you make a booking with a hotel and you're part of a group. It might be a family group, it might be friends, it might be business. Because we are integrating with the property management system, we can work out that you're part of a group. Because we can use Wi-Fi to monitor your movements, we can determine whether or not you are staying in the hotel for dinner or whether you're going out for dinner. And if you're going out for dinner, that's a missed opportunity for the hotel. And using this type of technology, using applications on the smartphone or using the mobile web, the actual browser, we can push information to the guest. Why don't you come and have dinner in the restaurant tonight? Here's a 10% off voucher. But that information is just not available to most hotel managers just now. But we can make it happen absolutely with this technology. Okay, so I just want to finish this session by showing you a very, very quick demo. Right, so this is a conceptual demonstration that we put together just to show the hotel general managers and the hotel owners the art of the possible, right? What type of services can we provide to guests? We can build this, as in Cisco can build this. Our partners can build this. And we've got a whole bunch of third-party, we call it an ecosystem. So third-party software development companies that can also build this capability. So the example here is we've got an application, a native application. It's running in the browser. That's just for the demo. But we've got a native application which has been downloaded onto the guest's smartphone. So they have previously checked into another hotel of the same chain. And because they've done that, we actually remember them. There's a unique identifier for every single mobile device in the world. There's a unique identifier. It's called a MAC address. But that's a very important property for us. We can store that MAC address. And by storing the MAC address, it means that we can detect when someone comes back in again to the same network, or even another network in the same hotel chain. So when the user, in this case, Sharon, when she comes back into the hotel, we can detect that she's been a previous guest before. And we can send her a personalized message on the application. And that's the first touch, right? That's the first improved guest experience. You're getting a personalized welcome message from your application as soon as you walk in the door of the hotel. So the next thing that would happen is you've got a whole range of services that pop up inside the application. So I've walked in the hotel. I might want to access some guest services. And one of those might be mobile check-in. Why should I have to wait at the desk? There's a big queue at the desk. Why should I have to wait? I'm a regular customer, right? So I select mobile check-in. Again, it knows who I am because we are integrated with the property management system. Hey Sharon, welcome back. You're a Platinum Club member, so would you like to upgrade? So in this particular situation, I say, no, I just want to check in now, right? So you're now checked in. One of the new technologies that some of you might have seen is the ability to use your mobile phone as your room key. So no more messing around with physical keys or with cards. Use your mobile phone as your room key. This technology is already with us, right? So I can activate that feature. Okay, and that's going to allow me to get into my hotel room just using my mobile phone. The next service we can offer is the ability to what we call wayfind. Show me how to get from the lobby or the reception to my hotel room. Might be a big hotel, might be quite complex to navigate around. Again, we can use Wi-Fi to provide that navigation service because we can track the movement using the signals from the Wi-Fi device. Okay, I'm going to come out of here. If I go back up to the main menu here, then I'm going to go, let's assume that I get up to my room. I use my mobile phone to unlock my room, so I go into my room. Again, we can detect that you've just entered into the room because of Wi-Fi. We can send you a personalized message. And would you like to order room service? So there's an upsell opportunity for the hotel, right, to make more money. In this case, I say no. We can provide a virtual tour of the hotel room. In other words, what are all the features that are in this hotel room? So again, I can click here. I get the virtual tour. And I might decide to look or check into video and entertainment. Because we know your preferences, we're going to automatically log you into Hulu or Netflix, right? So we get my Netflix account being streamed onto the entertainment system inside the hotel room. Okay. I might get a call from the front desk just telling me that I've got a visitor or a message. That can all be done over Wi-Fi as well. If I go back out, I might start to plan my evening's entertainment. So I might look at the dining options, and I see that, again, the hotel recognizes that I don't spend a lot of money in the bar, so they're pushing me some information. Could be a voucher, just a reminder that there's a happy hour tonight from 5 till 7, so I'm going to accept that offer. I've got some time, so Sharon's going to book a spa. She's going to schedule an appointment. She's going to have a massage. She's going to have a spa. She makes the request. That's today's date, so I'm going to change that to be, say, 5 p.m. I make the request. Okay, that's my appointment scheduled. Done. Take me there. So using the same wayfinding service, take me from my hotel room to where the spa actually is. And again, we can also point out all the other points of interest in the hotel, along the way, right, that you might be interested in. So let's assume that I've had my spa treatment. I'm given a reminder, share your experience, and you can receive a further discount on your next visit, right? So I might write in that I had an amazing experience in the spa, and I might choose to share that over Twitter, right? So I send that over Twitter. I'm then looking ahead to maybe tomorrow, and I want to schedule something because I've got some free time. So this is another opportunity for hotels to, again, increase revenue. They can sell local advertising space inside the app. So this is local companies that want to generate additional business through the hotel. So in this particular case, I select museum. Because we know your location, we're popping up the weather for tomorrow. So that's great. I know what to wear. I know to bring an umbrella. And I'm going to purchase museum tickets. Okay, and then we can go back, hopefully, to the main menu here. So it's getting to the point of departure. I receive a message that my flight has been changed or cancelled. Again, we can do all this because behind the scenes we are integrated with the travel agency that you've made your booking with. So again, we can speak to the travel agent. We can arrange the new flight. And then we're getting to the point where we're going to check out. So if we go back this time to guest services, we can use mobile checkout. No need to wait at the desk again. You've automatically accumulated a new set of points, again, integrated with the loyalty scheme. The room receipt has been sent to your email, and we're going to book a shuttle, right, to take me to the airport. So the shuttle's going to arrive at 2:30. We're finished with that. And then the very last thing is, as you're exiting the hotel, you're about to get on the shuttle. We know that you're about to walk out the door, again, using the Wi-Fi. Would you like to complete a short survey? Tell us about your experience. Again, very important information for the hotel manager. Yep, I liked the experience, had a great time at the Randolph, and I'm going to share that over Facebook, and I submit that. Again, we send a personalized message. And that's us back to the start again. So I know this is just a conceptual demo showing what's possible. We have done a lot of this with customers. If you're worried about investing in an application, you can do a lot of this through the mobile web, through the browser as well, as part of a phased approach. So if you are interested in any of this, then yeah, please come and see me after the session. I'd be very happy to talk to you about it. But that's me. So thank you for listening.